How y'all doing? Friday, baby. I hope you're ready for the weekend. Florida, I hope you're braced for a big one because it is definitely coming. Our hearts go out to you. We know what you're headed into, and it's going to be bad. We have friends over in the Okeechobee area and over in Orlando. My son's very good friends over there, and we're all concerned about them as everybody was concerned about us in Harvey. And the storms sure are getting big. And I'll tell you what, now's a good time for a discussion about climate change and what the hell's making 4s and 5s instead of 2s and 3s. But now, if you listen to Rush Limpdick, Rush is out there saying that don't worry about it, don't listen to the news, CNN and fake news and all that stuff because they're just trying to scare you. Irma's not that big a deal, and it's just a hype to push the liberal agenda on climate change. That's what old Rush Limpdick is saying. Yeah. The hell with trying to warn people to get out of the way of a pending disaster. Hell no, Rush is going to let them think it's just all hype. Don't worry about it. Sit down and have your breakfast. Everything's going to be okay because, you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit from the left over there. Yeah? How about you come take a ride around over here by Rockport there, Rush Limpdick, and see what the hell a hurricane can do because evidently you ain't never been one. Too busy smoking them cigars and popping them pills, I guess, son. Maybe you better open your eyes. Anyway, what's going on? Donnie made a deal with the Democrats, and thank goodness he did. Maybe his eyes is opening up a little bit because people are paying attention to what the hell he says. And so he made a deal to raise the debt ceiling and approve funds for the hurricane down here in Texas, Hurricane Harvey, and the impending disaster that's fixing to hit Florida with Irma. It's going to be the same thing, people. It's going to be mass devastation everywhere. And it's going to take a long time to recover from this shit. So, yeah, they need to raise the debt ceiling, and I'm glad they did. But now old Ryan and Turtle over there, they got a little pissed off because they think they were hacked by old Donnie there. Tough shit, they're asshole. Anyway, he's also backpedaling a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit on that DACA. Why? Because there's such an outrage. Because he was called out for being a dick, for being an asshole, insinuating he's just going to shut DACA down and send all them kids back to Mexico or wherever else they came from. Oh, that's not the American thing to do, and I think he got a taste of that. So he's backing off. He's going to give Congress 6 months, he says, and then he's going to revisit it. Yeah, well, he's getting tugged on two sides there. He's got caught between that far right-wing radical right that we have and the rest of us out here are trying to do the right thing for our country. And the Republicans have done this shit before. Reagan gave amnesty. Bush gave amnesty. They all gave amnesty because some of them people been here all their life and we can't ship them back to some place they ain't been. So, yeah, I'm glad maybe we'll prod his ass to do a little something there about that. So, anyway, Donnie Jr. Donnie Jr. had to go in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Now, the first thing I want to get pissed off about is the fact that they went behind closed doors. That's bullshit. He is not no government official. He's just a loudmouth brat son of the orange dick. And he should be right out there in public saying what the hell he's got to say, not hiding behind closed doors. Now he's trying to claim that the meeting in Trump Towers with the Russians, you know, to get dirt on Hillary, to get mean stuff on Hillary, to hurt her in the campaign. No. Now it was about he was just investigating the fitness of Hillary Clinton to be president. Are you shitting me, you little turd? Turn around and look at your daddy if you're going to ask that question about fitness. That man ain't never done shit in his life, and now he's just trying to pull crap of his out his ass to make it through a term of president. And it's getting harder and harder to do. And the Judiciary came... Now, I found this interesting. Judiciary Committee came out and asked, Junior there, did you have any discussions with your daddy about this Russian meeting? Oh, no, I didn't say anything about it. I didn't say anything about it. Although the next day after that meeting is when Donald Trump stood up there on the campaign trail and said that they could expect dirt on Hillary very soon. That's the day after that meeting where Junior said he was going to get dirt on Hillary. Well, did you tell your daddy that? Because it sure sounds like it. He said it on the campaign trail. Oh, no. That's just the way he talks. That's what Junior said. That's just the way my father talks. Like an asshole. Lying through his teeth. That's just the way he talks. Yeah, spreading bullshit. Pulling stuff out of his ass to say. That's just the way he talks. And Junior's right. That is the way he talks. But, no, there's a bunch of bullshit going on with that story back and forth. Because remember, Donnie Boy was the one that crafted the memo, flying back on Air Force One from the G20 meeting about, that meeting was about the Russian adoption of Russian children into the United States. That's what that meeting was about. That's what Donnie the Dick came out and said during his memo. Well, now Mueller wants to talk to the people that were on that plane, the aides that were on that way back from the G20 to find out what was the thinking in that meeting there, writing that memo. Because we all know it wasn't about Russian adoption. So Donnie the Dick was just lying again, and we all know that. Anyway, what else is going on? They better watch this shit. Because we're making a dent, baby. We're making a dent in the GOP. Talking about dents, Charlie Dent from Pennsylvania's 5th Congressional District and Dave Reichart from Washington's 8th District have come out and let people know they're going to resign. They're not going to run again in 2018. That brings up to 14 the number of moderate Republicans that have decided not to run in 2018. Why do you figure that is? Because Donnie's a dick and they're getting tired of being associated with a dick. You get that Trump name smeared all over you and shit. You ruin your career. It's been example after example after example of that. Of people getting tangled up with Trump, ruining their career for the rest of their life. And they want out. Anyway, that's going to open up. That's 14 seats in the House that Democrats stand a good chance of winning. We need to stay after them. And I think it's a telling sign of what's to come. And because everybody's backing off of Donnie the Dick. Because he acts like a dick. Anyway, the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has struck down part of Trump's Muslim ban. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a Muslim ban. It's a travel ban. And so they struck down the fact that the extended family, meaning grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, cannot be exempt from coming into the country. They can be, just like everybody else, allowed in with a sponsor into the country. And that's good. That's good because Donnie just wants to ban everybody brown, and every time we get a smack against his little thing, it's just good for our side. So I thought that was rather good. Anyway, I seen that commercial up there where Carter and Daddy Bush and Clinton and Bush 43 and Obama all put out that commercial for aid for the victims down here in Texas and for Irma, what's coming in Florida. And it just gave a good example of how they oratate, how they can speak so eloquently. Donnie, why don't you pay attention a little bit, son? You might not look like such an idiot if you would just learn how to articulate well. I'm not very good at it myself, but I'm not president, Donnie, and you are. We expect a little bit more out of you. Anyway, I'm going to run up to town today. I've got more stuff to do, so I wanted to get this done, get it up on the air, and if I get back in time, I plan on doing number 2 today. Well, I'm a second show. And maybe take some footage from where I'm going. Anyway, I'll try to get that done. In the meantime, y'all take care. It's been a busy, busy week for me. I'm going to try to get back into my groove here because I have a lot of stuff to do here at the house that I've neglected. And I can't let that go on too much longer. So I've got to turn my attention more towards my homestead. So I'll be here, not somewhere else. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I hope any of this made sense to you today. I'm just beside myself going here and there. Y'all have a good day. Blue dots around this country and around the world. I appreciate y'all so much. And those people down in Florida, brace for it, baby. Be as prepared as you can. And just reach out for somebody after the storm. Make sure somebody knows you're all right, because after the storm is when everybody's going to be concerned about your ass. And so please let us know how you're doing and how you fared. And just brace for it, baby. That's all I can say, because it's not going to be good down there. All right. Y'all have a good day, and I'll try to get back this afternoon. Later.